So there's been a lot of talk about aliens and alien disclosure, and I know that that has become another Mandela effect, talking about aliens instead of strangers, which I remember the Bible always saying foreigners or strangers. I don't ever remember it saying alien. But I think that is why this change has happened. God's allowed it. It's because, they talk so much about that in the news. And this alien disclosure thing is coming. And someone was talking about there was a misinterpretation of, I believe it was Matthew, I think is what they were talking about. That there would be great fear coming upon the earth because the word was used, described in the Greek as monsters. Monsters would be coming from the sky. So here's another aliens. It says strangers and aliens in this one on the amplified side in Hosea. So Hosea, however you want to say his name. Also found a weird one with I think a wine press. It says wine press in the King James, but over here it says wine vats, which I thought was a little strange. So I don't remember where I found that. Here it is, wine vat. Just a side note here. Wine press. Thought that was a little odd. That was Hosea chapter 9. But it does say aliens here and strangers, and I'm trying to find where it says. Ironically, the King James just says strangers. Let's see, found another one here. This one has sacred compacts in it and all sorts of weird things, which I thought was kind of strange, and that's on the Amplified. I remember saying covenants, but it says sacred compacts of the Messianic promise, which I think is a strange wording. No pun intended. So, utterly estranged and outlawed from the rights of Israel as a nation and strangers. This one, as far as I'm aware, does not say aliens. But over here in the King James, it does. It says aliens. And that's Ephesians 2, verse 12. If you're interested in that one. And let's see. There was one that was really weird that I just discovered. I believe it was in one of the prophets here, and I thought I had it marked. Here it is. The little paper slipped out. This one, in lieu of everything that's been going on with the Epstein files, I found this to be strange because my Amplified is now saying, it's in Zechariah, and he was talking about how bad the shepherds were, the spiritual shepherds, and that God was going to raise up a false shepherd, and how they were devouring one another's flesh, destroying each other. And so the covenant was annulled on that day, and thus the most wretched of the flock and the traffickers in the sheep who were watching me knew that it was truly the word of the Lord. And over here in the King James, if I can see it here, it just says, and so the poor of the flock that waited upon me knew that it was a word of the Lord. But I think when you come down a little bit, yeah, it was this part that was a little bit talking about eating flesh of this is the bad false shepherd, and break off their hooves to consume all the flesh. And I just thought that was kind of ironic that the word traffickers would be in that same chapter in Zechariah chapter 11 in the Amplified. So I don't know if this is another heads up from God or what, but it just seems like I'm more careful about looking into these things and seeing, okay, what's in the news and what's going on. And it seems like every time I do that, then the next thing I know, I find something that, correlates with what's going on in the Bible. So anyway, I just thought y'all would find that interesting. I'm going to look for more alien references because I could have sworn there was something about strange gods, but it was saying alien gods or alien armies, and I have not found that yet. So it's somewhere in here. But anyway, Hope you all have a good night. Take care.